Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Washington takes over first and 10. And they're on the 24-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here, they get a completion and a quick first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Was that the incorrect read, or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter, because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss, because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Lawrence changing to play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sledger did the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's going the wrong way again. They'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and goal to go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Youngwei Koo on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing his Dart. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. The pass caught by Olave. Lawrence just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
13-yard line.
Second and 7. Lawrence looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
If you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Complete to Jalen Wade. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. To throw again is Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He'll try again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Aubrey go with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Giants 7, Commanders 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
The Washington first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From midfield now, Lawrence going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he gets it down to the 32. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Again, it's Lawrence. Short throw caught by Pitts. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing, dart. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gomez. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. With a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Again, it's Johnson. Down the right sideline. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Lawrence will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. And down he'll go at the 25.
It's a gain of 11.
Lawrence now going to move him around. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before it's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Lawrence. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up the Commanders' first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Abdul Carter Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
17, Commanders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And we go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Given 10 yards there and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a time.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanchez. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. 30. Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a lead now up to 14.
Commanders 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lawrence going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's second and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Lane. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 12 yards here as they move to James. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Lawrence
now a second and 2.
Situational 2. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That one slants in the corner. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Algier is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Giants 24, Commanders 17.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanchez. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Dart going to look to throw here. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Sanchez. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should land an ending to this one.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.